Welcome back, guys, to Carmania. I'm Alberto, and this is...
I'm Nykolas, and let's jump right into it. So our first topic is going to be the state of autonomous driving and where it's going. So autonomous driving is kind of a new thing. I think it kind of came around 2015 is when people started talking
2015
about
is
it.
when it started picking up.
Much earlier, Google was thinking about it for quite a long time now.
Yeah, Google has had a car here in Texas. It's called the Waymo car.
Oh, yeah,
and
the Waymo.
I'll pull it up on the screen here.
Yeah, in a second. Do you want to go over it really quick, or?
Yeah, I'll go over it. Okay. So since Google's a major tech company, and they've had
They've had many projects.
they've had projects on every single type thing.
They try and every single frontier that they're trying to shove themselves into.
Right now, the cars in total have 2 million miles self-driven, and that's
Wow.
in total from all the cars. That's a lot for them.
Yeah, since its introduction since 2009, I think.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. That's really early compared to one of the other car companies starting to do it.
No, yeah. Uber started doing their self-driving cars here in 2017. And
Oh, yeah?
Google had it since 2009.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're starting to see a lot of major car companies such as Mercedes, BMW, a lot of consumer level car companies. Yeah. We're finally starting to see it in the consumer market, which is really awesome.
Yeah.
My Honda has its own like semi-autonomous, lane assist and autonomous and adaptive cruise control, which is it's awesome to see it in newer cars. So we're starting to see it as a basic package on a lot more on most new cars, most 2016 and beyond.
A lot of like upper model cars usually have self parking where it just parks by itself, parallel parking, because a lot of people don't know how to parallel park.
like my mom. Yeah, no. No, I mean, so that's kind of its state right now. In terms of its future, we think that vehicle-to-vehicle driving is not so much a futuristic concept anymore, where the cars will communicate to other cars on the street. Yeah. And that provides amazing information, accident prevention and all that
if
stuff.
There's an accident somewhere, the cars will speak to each other and they'll just go around it. Tesla was thinking about releasing this web-based project where all the cars just start uploading information of where they are around them.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. And I mean, we're definitely going to see a lot of improvements. I doubt accidents will become. I bet in 20 years, accidents will never be a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen some of the videos of? I mean, even without this vehicle-to-vehicle technology, have you seen what a Tesla auto drive can do to prevent an accident?
Yeah, there was a video actually.
Freakishly early.
Tesla Tesla car was Model X was driving down the road, and the car alarm for crashing suddenly came up, and the lady driving was like, "What's going on?" And then suddenly a car just crashed right in front of them. Yeah, and I just think that's really cool.
Before even humans notice it, the car notices an accident about to happen, which is insane. Yeah, and then I mean, even aside from how fast it can recognize an accident happening, do you see how it can avoid? Yeah. Like how much it'll deviate from the path to avoid an accident safely? I remember there was this one. He was driving on the right side of the highway, right next to an exit, and a car accident happened right before the exit. And the car drove around it into the exit lane and then drove back onto the highway. Oh, wow. Which I thought we left the road and got back on it safely, which is crazy.
No, yeah, definitely. Plus, with the advancement of technology, Tesla will be in my opinion, they'll be a major brand because they've already started and they've built up their reputation. Yeah. And plus, with time, they're going to get better at what they're doing. Hopefully.
And I hope that competitive competition in this market will encourage innovation a lot faster. Yeah. A few new car companies like Lucid, I don't know if you guys heard of them, but they've recently rolled out their prototype car called the Lucid Air, which is an amazing EV. They're trying to challenge Teslas. They're kind of answering the problem that a lot of people have with Tesla and that their car isn't very luxurious. I mean, for a $60,000 car, I mean, it's nice inside, but it's nothing compared to a Mercedes or a BMW or an Audi. Yeah. We're seeing a lot of these large automakers. They're all doing the same strategy right now, which is they're acquiring all these startups. Yeah. All these autonomous driving startups, which is pretty. We've seen this a lot. In the oil industry, they you see people acquiring new technologies. See,
because if one of the companies starts to pick up, they're the ones that are gonna have the jump on it.
Yeah. I mean, since they already have such large market share, and penetrating that market can't be easy. With the last CES, we're starting to see a lot of new car technology, such as Toyota's Autoliv and Ford's concept vision video, which all look amazing. No, yeah. And I mean, another thing might see in cars is those new heads-up displays. Those
Yeah, true.
what's it called? Not virtual reality, but the augmented reality.
Augmented reality, where it's not a full virtual reality, but you can see stuff on top of you.
The heads-up display is literally, it like has car tracking information, and it's really cool. It responds to cars around you and puts it all on a display. It's kind of like in one of those video games, where you have that HUD or heads-up display. It's cool. It's amazing.
Plus, they all have deep learning AI, and they can
they get smarter
from their mistakes.
Which is awesome, and it's not just for your own car. Your car doesn't learn from its own mistakes. The car learns from every other car's mistake. It all goes up into one big network.
Yeah.
Another thing we might see in autonomous driving future is, aside from vehicle-to-vehicle communication, you might see vehicle-to-road communication.
Oh, really?
I heard Tesla is interested in doing that, and a few other major, EV companies are interested in setting up something like that.
Okay.
Which, I mean, aside from you get more accurate traffic information, accident prevention will be. Like I said, it's just a thing of the past. When the vehicles communicate both to each other and to the road, I mean, we might not, the concept of driving might just go away.
No, yeah. Okay, something I have to add. Like, recently, I got my license, and I started to think, maybe in the future, other people, my age in the future, won't have to get their licenses. Yeah. They won't even know how to drive.
The car will just drive themselves, yeah. I mean, I think definitely there will be a time in the upcoming future where, driving yourself isn't really a thing in first world countries. I think even that even just the cheapest cars out there will have this feature basically.
It'll be like a set and set.
Yeah. And I mean, we see all these new mapping softwares are starting to emerge too, and it's so that the mapping software industry has actually become quite a big market itself.
Oh, really?
I mean, we see all these people, all these autonomous space providers, such as trying to create something that can map 3D terrain and predict car accident, car collision, and just seeing things completely out of the range of the human eye and predicting things miles before they actually happen.
It'll be able to tell you if there's just a pothole in front of you.
Yeah, and my God, yeah. Have you seen how some of the cars can even can adjust their suspension before they even approach the pothole?
Yeah.
And then fix the release the suspension. I mean that's all just crazy. Anyway, we're starting to see a lot of these taxi companies like Uber or Lyft. They're starting to introduce, like you said earlier, they have their own self-driving thing, which I mean, I hope that doesn't become too big, so it doesn't take jobs away from Uber drivers. Because I mean, I hope to be an Uber driver. That's just easy money,
Yeah, Uber's testing out their self-driving in Seattle right now.
Oh yeah.
And it's a proof of concept. They're still working on it, but it's up right now in Seattle. So if you want to go check it out, it's in Seattle.
Anyway, I think that about wraps it up for
our first topic.
Yeah, for our first topic. Do you want to wrap it up or?
So in general, self-driving cars are gonna become for sure a thing of the future.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think we're gonna see it ubiquitous, around everywhere. I think like I said earlier, this idea of driving is gonna go away. It's just gonna be all cars are more just a chauffeur. Yeah, sure. Okay. So moving on to our next topic. Our next topic is the electric vehicles and hybrid vehicles. We want to talk about the state of lithium-ion batteries, where it's going, its future, and what's been going on.
So electric vehicles are, under Trump's presidency, they're starting to.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna face uncertainty because Trump wants to pick up the.
He wants to start, pulling away from all those, how
renewable resources, and he wants to use oil and coal and stuff like that.
You remember how Obama was loaning a lot of money to Tesla, so they could start, building a consumer level EV to, help with, EPA and was it?
And now they're backtracking on that because
Trump wants to take away the money that the White House gives away towards new technologies.
Yeah.
Trump also wants to start giving away less tax breaks because when you buy an electric car, you get a tax break for because your EPA, your mileage, your fuel economy is so high. You get it was some EPA thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully Trump can't have too big of an effect on it. I think that the Department of Electricity will hopefully make the right decision and not try and take away money from innovation.
No, yeah. So electric cars are, along with self-driving cars, I feel like they go hand in hand because
the technology is progressing together. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, both things are blowing up right now,
True.
and they're kind of riding off each other.
Yeah.
I mean, when all these electric cars are coming with the autonomous driving, with included mostly without a price.
Yeah, for example, one of my favorite car companies, Mini Cooper, they released their first electric car this year, and it comes with self-driving, and they didn't have that before.
They're releasing an electric Cooper.
Yeah,
no
this
way.
year.
Oh, that's cool.
The 2017 the Mini Cooper Countryman.
That's cool. Does it look the same as just a standard Cooper?
I feel like they increased the size of the back tires, and that's really it. It's not a big a difference.
That's a specific detail, man. So
Mini Cooper made the back tires bigger.
Yeah.
And also on another topic, the state of lithium batteries.
Oh yeah. Moving away from just these car companies in general. Some more innovation is coming on with these electric cars. Tesla especially has been pushing, the boundaries of what a lithium-ion battery can deliver. And
each year they make it better.
Each year they improve the range of a car on less charge, which is crazy. And the time it takes to charge the car,
it's getting even lower.
I think it's like 2 hours for 100 miles, which is crazy.
It's
crazy.
Lot.
No, yeah, I mean, when these electric cars first came out, like on the Tesla Roadster, I mean, you got like 180 miles.
Yeah.
And I mean, remember when MTV came out and said, that they disproved it and it doesn't really work?
But you had to charge it for
overnight.
For a while.
Yeah, overnight. Versus now, when you're getting 380 miles off of, just
1 hour
6 hour
battery charge, you can go far.
Really far, yeah. Which is awesome. When electric vehicles first came out, I remember there was a lot of resistance. People saying how, car lovers saying, you're taking away all the good aspects of a car, which I kind of agree with. You get rid of the engine sound, you get rid of the feel, the bulk. But I mean, there's no emissions.
True.
There's no
cleaner.
It's a lot cleaner. You get better fuel economy.
Yeah.
The torque you get at low speeds and the acceleration you can pull out of an electric car is crazy. I mean, I remember when I saw the electric cars, it's crazy. I mean, it competes with Lamborghini itself. I remember I saw this video of, I think it was like a Lamborghini, Huracan versus Tesla Model S, and it outran that Huracan. It left it in the dust. I mean, the Huracan caught up and then outran it, but those initial moments. Yeah. The torque at low speed and the acceleration is crazy on these EVs.
And to add to that other point that you were saying about cars becoming less car-like, that's the reason my dad doesn't want to get an electric car.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I want one, and I'm totally for it. But my dad, doesn't like how it doesn't have the engine sound and how it doesn't feel like an actual car. And, I don't know, we're still debating which one.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I have a pretty, Luddite point of view. I don't want to move on to the future, but I definitely see electric cars in the future. And all my doubts I had initially about EVs have slowly faded away over the years as Tesla has proven that these EVs can perform, if not outperform, some of these cars.
Yeah.
What was it? If you saw the Faraday Futures, it was like a crossover, big car, right? It picked up 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds, which was crazy, super fast. Really, really fast. It outran the Model S. But I mean, these improvements keep on coming. And I mean, did you hear the news about in Austin how a team of engineers led by this guy John Goodnut? Did you hear about the news in Austin that a team of engineers led by this professor in
Cockrell School of Engineering?
Yeah, University of Texas.
I heard about that.
Yeah, no, they're starting to invent this new kind of battery called an all solid state battery that could lead to safer, faster charging, longer lasting, and rechargeable batteries.
Yeah, I heard that it's also devices. It works better in all types of environments.
Literally all types of. It works in sub-zero temperatures, which a lithium-ion battery has been known to fail in these cases, which is insane. And I mean, it's perfect. It's practical for mobile devices, so we might see a bump in mobile devices' energy.
I'm excited to see how they're going to implement into technology nowadays.
Yeah,
not just
and it perfectly works with anything.
Yeah.
And then there's also Tesla's new A56.
I haven't heard about
A5600 battery. About wraps it up for our electric vehicle topic.
Thanks for tuning in this time.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I mean, today we talked about a lot of interesting stuff. We talked about the state of autonomous driving and how it goes hand in hand with EVs.
Yeah, and how electric batteries are becoming better, and they might replace lithium-ion.
Yeah, definitely. And there's innovations. There's tons of innovations in both. I mean, 2016, 2017 seems to be the age of technological innovation.
I agree. Yeah.
I mean, these small startups in Silicon Valley that are acquired by these massive companies, they're progressing technology insanely fast.
Yeah, I feel like you're suddenly going to start seeing a lot more electric cars on the roads nowadays.
I mean, innovation, goes from back end to consumer a lot faster than it used to be. And I mean, I hope this will keep up. Anyway, so that wraps it up for this podcast. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Nykolas.
I'm
Do it.
No, I'm Alberto. Tune in next time on Carmania.
Yeah, thank you.